that's just part of time. That's the way it's measured.
Yeah.
So if Earth is moving faster, now there's this theory out there about the Schumann resonance. I can't seem to find any specific scientific data on it. There's a lot of people saying that that's all quackery, that they can't prove it one way or the other. So I'm not sure on that. But it is a theory. It's been out there since like '95 that the Schumann resonance, which has to do with the magnetic frequency of the Earth, and affects our perception of time, is speeding up. They claim that it has been like 7.8 something megahertz, I think, or for like thousands of years, and ever since like '87 or something, it's been speeding up. And it's supposed to like be at like 11 or 12 right now. So they're saying that right now our perception of a regular day, that what used to feel like 24 hours to us is now like 16 hours.
Right.
Like that's how much.
But according to Greg Braden,
pause for effect.
Cue hearts.
We're not worthy. 87 was when it all began.
Yeah.
You know, the start of this cycle that's bringing us up to 2012.
Right.
And I think that's important for people to look at. It's like, we're not conspiracists, but we love conspiracy theories.
But here is another theory that I think makes more sense, since I can't find the data to back up the Schumann resonance thing. Okay, it's probably all connected. But here's a theory that I just found that makes more sense to me. Because as you said, and as Greg says, we are moving into the galactic center, right?
Right.
What happens when you move around the center of an object? Like if it's a spiral or a top or anything like that. Generally speaking, the closer to the center of something you get, the faster it moves.
Yes.
Okay. If we are doing that as the piece of the arm of the galaxy that we're on is moving towards the center, stands to reason that it's probably moving faster through the galaxy.
Now,
if it's moving faster through the galaxy, mass condenses.
Yes.
And if mass condenses, time will speed up.
Here's the deal with that. The further out an object is from the center, and you have something close to the center, and let's say they're attached, and they're moving around the circle. The object on the outside technically has a greater distance to cover, so it is moving faster than the object in the middle. The object in the middle appears to be moving faster because it's completing the circle. It's a whole physics kind of thing. But as you're moving around an object, the faster you move, you're generating, you know, there's a whole gravity, magnetic field, and a whole thing that's generated because of that. And the closer you get to the center of something, distortion happens. Everything is called, and Einstein and a lot of the other physicists and philosophers called it frames of reference. Where if you're viewing the object in space from here, it will appear to be going faster.
Right.
But if you're viewing it from space, you're going at the same speed as the clock.
Right.
So it appears to be going okay.
Yeah, the same speed.
At the same speed. And somebody viewing the clock on Earth from outer space, it would appear to be going slower. Now it seems that we're drawing that energy, we're getting closer to that energy, to where, yeah, everything is going to start speeding up. But it's so minuscule that you have to be tapped into it to notice it.
Right.
Because there's people out there
that don't
notice it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't notice this change in time, they don't notice this change in vibration, but there's some of us that do. Because
I seem to be especially sensitive to the whole time distortion for some reason. It really bugs me out. So I don't know.
And I'm like, la la la. I don't know. I don't care. Is it time yet? Can I leave yet?
No. But yeah, so that's where we are with the whole time continuum thing. And there are theories out there. Einstein put forward the theories of time, distortion, and distance dilation, and whatever that is. There's equations.
Well, that was another theory that I read, is that because the universe is expanding, time must be constantly speeding up because everything else in the universe is speeding up because it's expanding.
So does that mean we're going to get old quicker but still look really good? I just want to look
I don't really know what it's going to mean, but you know,
as long as I keep
the
looking,
problem with that theory is that from our perspective, that happens at such a slow rate we probably wouldn't notice it. So this has to be something else in order for us to notice it so readily, you know. But
is that when you
I'm getting a sense? Here's what I'm throwing out there. I don't think time, and I can't remember whether it is, but time is not a constant.
Right.
There. I don't think time, and I can't remember whether it is, but time is not a constant.
Right.
Time is a variable. We'll either get 5 seconds in 5 seconds, or time is a variable. We'll either get 5 seconds in 5 seconds, or we'll get 2. But then the next 5 seconds we'll get 8.
Right.
It'll balance itself out.
Generally speaking.
Generally speaking. The overall picture is, yes, it's speeding up. But what we're noticing is there's pockets of time that are just disappearing.
Right.
They're going by so quickly. And then there's other pockets of time where you're like, overall, I think there is an overall speed up in the process.
Well, aren't we kind of, just from what we know, really the only dimension that measures time?
No dimension really measures anything in this galaxy.
Because I mean, like where Andrew is our son. I mean, well, he comes out in his Flava Flav.
Yeah.
With a clock with no hands on it, because we've always discussed how there really is no time.
Yeah.
We as humans tend to measure it.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're, like Andrew said, at the speed of thought.
Yeah.
Because like I know when he's given me information, what seems, I mean, like you get a whole scenario and this whole thing, and it was in a matter of seconds.
And anybody who gets information from spirit, they get it and they call it a mind dump. And it's not really a mind dump. It's going at their speed. To them, to their frame of reference, they're giving it to us bit by bit. But we're feeling it, bam, like that.
Right.
Because the speed of thought, you know, the speed of light is probably the fastest tangible concept.
In this
speed
dimension.
on this planet, in this dimension. Speed of thought is eons faster.
Right.
You know, and there are races of people and there are dimensions where that's how they communicate, through thought.
Well, we're noticing that with children. The babies, that we can telepathically say hello to them and they respond.
Yeah. And it's really weird, sometimes you'll get their name. It's the bizarrest thing. When you're telepathically communicating with them, you'll get the name and you may talk to the mother and find out, yeah, that's his name. And like, wow.
Well, when we worked for Doreen Virtue, remember that one class? The staff couldn't move because there was all these people in the room and we were in a smaller room.
Yeah.
And the staff had to telepathically communicate, and that's how Doreen would communicate with us.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see that we just knew what the other one needed or was saying, and all through telepathy. Now, which brings up to me, because I've been studying astral travel, and because I know when they say with astral traveling, you just think where you want to be and you're there.
Yes.
So it's really the physical body that weighs us down, that measures things.
Because you have to drag the physical body with you.
Well, here's the thing, though. Okay, you say it drags us down. Well, I know everybody that gets enlightened there's this fine precipice that we stand on. There's a big chunk of us that wants to go back.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is, you can't be here without a physical body.
Right.
You can't effect change in the physical world without a physical body.
Unless you find somebody.
If you get hung up on that whole I want to go back thing, you're not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah.
You got to look at it from the balance and figure out
that's why Andrew uses us.
Yeah.
Because he can't do it.
Right.
So he needs somebody who has a meat suit on this planet to be able to do his bidding. And that's why we came back this particular lifetime, is to get all up in this suit and do something to make a change so that we can leave this place and go, well, I did my best.
Right.
You know, I did what I came here to do. And Lord knows, 3 of us, we've been at this now for years.
Yeah.
Trying to make a mark. And also, I'd like to throw in now, we have the website up and running. It's all of the videos and the episodes will be on YouTube at youtube.com/MindsmackTV22. Now the number 22 is the number 22. You'll be writing out 22. And the website
MindSmackTelevision.com.